Hello everyone, Parallel here, welcome to Star Trek Online. It's time to continue on with our Let's Play of the Agents of Yesterday story arc. In the previous episode, we just finished up the mission Return to Babel, which was pretty cool. I did actually look it up, and it is a throwback to a episode from the original series called Journey to Babel, which was pretty cool. I do vaguely remember that episode. I do recall in particular that scene in the dining area with Sarek and the Tellarites and the Andorians. So that was pretty cool. It was a nice little throwback. But more importantly in that mission is basically the plot just blew wide open. I mean, we finally had Daniels reveal himself and actually send us on on a actual temporal agent mission. And in fact, we found out another bombshell that Chekhov is another temporal agent, which I thought was a pretty cool twist, and it was very awesome to. They actually got the original voice actor, Walter Koenig, for Chekhov. That was really, really cool. So that was an amazing mission. Finally, the plot is just starting to thicken here, and it's really starting to move forward. So things are definitely getting interesting. I can't wait to see what happens in the next mission here. So let's keep going. And one thing I did want to show is that we did get, at the end of the last mission, we got a generic, you actually got a choice of another tactical bridge officer. Who was it here? Yeah, Michael. So we got another very generic looking officer here. He has not the best abilities in the world, but it's always useful to have another officer on your ground team. And let me just double check to make sure. Yes, I did assign him to our away team, so we should be all set there. And I actually remember we did get Temet as well in the previous mission. I don't think I ever looked at her abilities. So she's got Tractor Beam 1 and 2, and Charged Particle Burst 2 and 3. I did see her ground abilities. Yeah, she did have Medical Tricorder, so that's very handy having her along on the missions. And her traits looks like the standard Vulcan traits. I guess the only really unique officer you get is the first one here, the 23C Andorian, which actually has a leadership ability and some very nice superior soldier, superior teamwork, and superior peak health. So very good. Tarsai is a very good bridge officer. Probably hang on to her for sure. All right, so actually, let's go ahead and get on with the mission here. Let me pull up the episode here and hail Admiral Garrett.
Things are heating up with the Tholians. Monitor stations are detecting large fleet movements toward Federation space, and they're refusing all of our diplomatic hails. We're doing all we can to prevent a war, but it's not looking good. I want you to join a task force I'm assembling. If this goes south, I want my best people on the front line when it does.
All right. Time to meet the Tholians. This should be interesting. I'm guessing this will be a throwback to the Tholian Web, another famous episode. That's one I actually do slightly remember as well. We get some, looks like weapon upgrades here. Nothing too unique.
Stay safe out there.
All right, so let's beam up to our ship.
The Federation shouldn't be having significant issues with the Tholians at this point in time. I've been scanning the timeline.
I think Daniels just started talking and just got interrupted. He said something about not having problems with Tholians yet. I want to hear what he says. I wonder if there's a way I can get him to repeat that. Where do we need to go here? Oh, okay, cool. Speak with Daniels. There we go.
The Federation shouldn't be having significant issues with the Tholians at this point in time. I've been scanning the timeline, and I think I've found the problem. 2 years ago, a Tholian colonial fleet was destroyed. The Tholians blamed the Federation, and increasing hostilities have ultimately led us here. This is something I'll need your help to correct.
I see. Alright, I'm guessing a cool interference is they're trying to pit the Tholians against the Federation. So where are we
I've
head?
pinpointed the incident in question, setting temporal transponder back 2 years. We need to correct the timeline during the Defiance encounter with the Tholians.
Okay, so how do we do that? Okay. Unsurveyed territory, gotcha. Yeah, so it's really interesting with Chekhov being a temporal agent. That's pretty cool. And with Daniels now fully revealing himself and putting us on temporal missions here, this should be interesting. So this is actually a new session here. I got to read some of the feedback on some of the previous episodes. And one request that I thought was really great was that I should give more tips along the way as I'm going through these Let's Play episodes, and I would like to do that. And while we're flying here through sector space to this unsurveyed territory, I do have one tip I can give you right away. You may have noticed as I'm playing through the missions here, I've actually been cranking up my weapons power up to maximum. And if anyone's new to the game, this is very important. This is a huge buff to your weapon damage. It is in fact going from 50% power to 100% power is actually a 100% increase in damage. And you can actually see this. If I click here on the balanced, I'll put them all at 50. And if you actually mouse over one of your beam arrays here, so you can actually see once the power level actually adjusts here. Okay, so right here at my neutral level, my phasers are doing 115 DPS. And you can see if I crank this up to 100, you can actually see the DPS going up there as soon as the power levels off. So it's up to 224 DPS, almost double. So that's very, very important for maximizing your damage output for energy weapons. Now, it doesn't work for torpedoes. Weapons power is not as critical if you're going with a torpedo build, but that's something you can think about later. For the most part, when you're just starting out, I'm running into a star. When you're starting out here, you can speed up your missions a lot just by cranking up your weapons power to maximum. The other power systems are not as critical at lower levels. You're not going to be tanking huge amounts of damage and whatnot. In fact, you probably even bring down your engine's power a little bit. Just kind of balance the other three out. It's not a huge deal at this level. But doubling your weapons damage, that is a huge deal at this level. That'll really help you punch through the shields, and that will get your torps to hit the hull. At this level, at this level, torps are still, or I guess not torps, but a mixed build is still really good. All right, let's, by mixed build, I mean having some phasers and some torps, so a mix of energy and kinetic is good at these lower levels. Let's begin. Tangled Web.
We've arrived in 2268, and not a moment too soon. The Nakul are clearly out for blood. Tholians are quite xenophobic. They may feel the Federation is part of the problem here.
Tholians seem to blame whoever they want. They don't differentiate between the mirror universe and our universe and all this other odd things, and they always end up blaming the Federation. But these look like the current day, or the 25th century Tholians. Alright, but, because I see ooh, that recluse just blew up. Defiant? What the heck? Alright, we've got to convince them otherwise.
I'll remind you that our orders forbid us from telling them anything specific about the situation. I recommend deflecting their questions until the situation here is resolved.
Alright, agreed. Put them on screen.
Good to see you. We're in a real tight spot here. The Tholians were taking a serious beating when we reached the system, and the other ships opened fire on us the minute we dropped out of warp. Mind lending us a hand until we figure out what's going on?
Sure thing, Captain. Let's save the Tholian as well as we can. I think I'm already too late.
This was a Tholian colony fleet.
See if you can take a little pressure off. We need to firm up our shields.
Alert or core breach imminent.
High yield, there you go.
The aliens have disabled the Tholian flagship. She's in trouble.
Is that an orb weaver sitting there?
Sir, if the Nakul kill the Queen, an entire Tholian bloodline will be wiped out.
Ship integrity compromised.
Alright, we gotta
Enemy
save the
boarding
Queen.
parties are beaming to the Tholian flagship.
Warning. Ship is under attack.
Destroy the aliens. Defend the Queen.
So yeah, that,
Estimated Tholian casualties are in the thousands.
Vengeance. Vengeance for the children.
okay, I didn't know if there was going to be any more chatting. There was a lot of voiceovers going on there. But I was going to say, this is Defiant is just another Constitution class. I didn't know if that was a Defiant from the future somehow was here. Never know with all these time traveling going on here. Okay, Alpha Strike time. Okay, that wasn't much of an Alpha Strike, he was already dead. Alright, the cavalry defeat Nakul ships, okay. Let's go ahead and full impulse over here. Oh, there is a tarantula there, okay.
Warning. Ship is under attack. Target's shields have failed. More shields
There we go. Oh, that's not good. That for breach is gonna hurt. Ouch.
integrity below 75. Shields failing.
Man, these Nakul ships are no joke. Let's reverse our turn here. Ugh. I didn't know those frigates could cloak. No, two can play this game. So that was some high yield. There you go. I'm like really hurt. Okay, attack pattern alpha's up. I'll use that. I die. Let's get this destroyer. Let's see if we can get around behind here. Come on, high yield, I need you. Yes! Haha, wow, that was a close fight. Warp core, do not kill me. Shoo. That was close.
Don't suppose you have any idea what's going on here? There's nothing on these aliens in our computers or why they'd attack the Tholians, or us for that matter.
Check out the battle damage, that looks pretty cool. I haven't seen battle damage on the Constitution model before. Looks really nice. But yeah, healing up here. Interesting, so a lot going on here. So the tarantula, I don't understand, did they actually then already kill the queen, or are we still going to try to save them? Let's see. I don't suppose you have an idea of what's going on here. There's nothing on these aliens in our computers. Or why they'd attack the Tholians, or us for that matter. Alright, let's see. We can say, later, Captain, I'm going to stop the boarders on the Tholian flagship right now. Okay, so it looks like we may be able to stop them. Right now, I need you on Overwatch. More of those aliens could show up. It's classified Starfleet orders. Well, let's just do later. We need to save
Alright, do
them.
what you need to do. We'll talk about all of this when the shooting stops. Deal?
Alright, stay safe, Captain.
I know it doesn't feel great keeping information from the Defiance crew, but believe me, it's for the best. I'll monitor the situation here while you assist the Tholians. Do what you can to save them. Good luck.
Okay. Gotta save them Tholians. Alright, here's our full away team. I feel like I need to put this guy in a red shirt because he's super generic and it looks like he's just there to be killed off.
I've found appropriate transport coordinates on the Tholian flagship. Hopefully you can convince them that we're not at fault here. If the Tholians go to war with the Federation now, it would be devastating on a galactic scale.
Alright, keep an eye on things, Daniels. Let me know if anything changes. Tarsai doesn't seem to have any more voice acting. I wonder if they didn't complete all of her lines. Alright, so sensors show the interior of the Tholian ship is too hot. Yes, of course. You'll need to put on EV suit. Alright. Will we get the retro EV suits? Yes. Alright, let's put these things on. That's awesome. Once you have equipped there, yes, yes. So I think we're going to put these on everyone here. that looks fantastic on the Tellarites. Alright, we're all suited up here. That is too funny. Activate. Alright. Ooh, it has a little light. How helpful. Let's beam over. I wonder if it's the same interior. Yep, looks like the same interior as the
Reading only a few Tholian life signs.
25th century. Not cool. Was he in an EV suit? Oh, okay, he is. Oh, wow, that EV suit looks pretty awesome on the Not Cool. That's why I didn't quite recognize it at first. Okay. Oh, no, not these doubles. I hate that.
I'm detecting numerous Nakul life signs, and more are on the way.
Here, I have a photon grenade.
Nakul reinforcements are on their way to your position. Stay alert.
Another tip I can give there is, a couple tips. You might see when I'm fighting on the ground, I always have my, I always try to get all of my away team all focus firing. So if you use attack my target, I actually bind it to my R key, so it's very easy to hit. But it's very helpful to focus fire and take things down quickly. So yeah, to make use of that focus fire on the ground. Okay, let's... what? So is that a... I guess that is a Tholian. Okay, this Tholian went down fighting. Multiple combat injuries have been detected, all from plasma weaponry favored by Nakul strike teams. The kill shot was fired into its thorax at point-blank range. Ooh, that's kind of gruesome. They kind of executed this sucker. Continue to search the flagship. See if we can still save the Queen. Okay. Another thing that's helpful on ground combat that I often forget to do, but if you do use your aim ability, which I believe is default X, I usually bind it to my middle mouse button here. That does quite significantly increase your damage. I believe it's a 33% damage increase.
Power levels on the flagship just spiked. Something's wrong, and I doubt the Tholians are to blame.
And these not cool are very annoying with their little time duplicates that run around because they're invulnerable while they're out. Again, that's another reason to have your focus fire key bound to an easy to reach area, just because the AI of your teammates is not smart enough to take out the the duplicates first, so they'll sit there firing at an invulnerable enemy forever. They're oops, didn't mean to throw that guy.
I'm reading more incoming not cool transporter signatures.
Whoa, yep, they're all over the place. Let's get target optics going. Yep, and there's some duplicates again. Come on, enemies. Why are my allies sitting down here like idiots? Thank you, Tellarite. You shot him when he was already dead. That was very helpful. What the? Is it a panel? Okay. Lieutenant and Nakul have triggered the ship's self-destruct sequence. That's not good. We gotta shut that down fast. Okay. So let's see here. Stop the self-repair console. Alright, let's repair these consoles. This does look a little different than the 25th century Tholians. It looks a little more primitive, I guess. That's kind of cool. Because those ones had like glowy holographic panels. These don't quite look the same.
Energy readings on the flagship are returning to normal. Whatever you did worked. Stop this ship from detonating, but they're not cool. They've killed Tholian colonists and even hatchlings ruthlessly. What they've done here is an atrocity.
Alright, our work is not done. Man, I'm really starting to dislike these not cool. They're quite vicious.
The last remaining Tholians are close to your position, and more not cool are on their way. I'd hurry if I were you.
Okay. Man, there's... Ooh, there's a Tholian alive. Is that the Queen? Nice. Yeah, it is. Ooh, he's putting down one of those crystals. Like the, yeah, one of those explosive crystals, like they come with, like from that one crystalline entity event. Man, what's that thing called? Oh my god, these guys are everywhere. Here, I have a photon grenade. Nice. That Queen is like wrecking them. Guessing this Queen's not going to like us very much.
Humanoid command unit. Why did you kill your kind? This is irrational. Explain.
Trying to kill your kind. They like don't differentiate. It's like all of life forms are the same. We are not the Nakul. We're from the United Federation of Planets.
Federation, Nakul. All humanoids are the same. Chaotic, Irrational, peaceful, then not. Warring, then you leave.
We're not the same as the not cool, Majesty. We are not your enemy, or to your eyes, we're all humanoids, but we're not of the same mind. Now, they're pretty good answers. I wonder which would be more convincing. Maybe this is more abstract. It might fit the Tholians.
Those you call not cool killed our people. Our children, all are dead. Our sisters must know. Leave now, Federation. Leave us to our final task.
Let's see, what can we do now? We fought the not cool. We came to save you.
You cannot help us. Too late. The hatchlings slaughtered. The colonists lost. Nothing can help in the face of this terror. We must send our message. Others will come. Leave now.
Okay.
We've got enemy ships on an intercept course, including a dreadnought. We won't last long against a force like that.
Continue to fight Nakul. Keep them from us while we contact our sisters. If you speak truly, you will not betray us.
Okay. We will not let you down. Alright, so we gotta hold off the not cool while they send a message? That's pretty cool. I've never really gotten this good of a look at a Tholian before, so you're usually fighting them. It's a pretty cool looking model. And I'm trying to think back, did they actually show a Tholian in the original series, in the Tholian Web episode? I want to say they did, but it was only like kind of on a view screen. You didn't really see very much. I can't remember now, because I don't remember it being like this. Now, I know on the Enterprise series, they did show some Tholians. They did look like this. Alright, beam us up.
I've been monitoring the Tholian Queen's progress. She hasn't been able to send the signal to her people. Orders?
Well, we'll protect her while she works, Daniels. Get the message out. Alright.
Okay, let's have a little chat. What's the situation here? Where did those alien ships come from? I'd like some straight answers for a change.
Well, look, Captain, my orders are need to know and...
And I don't need to know, right? I read you, but it doesn't mean I have to like it. That big alien ship is still heading our way. Let's focus on that.
What was blowing up over here? Sounds like a plan, Captain Anderson. Captain Anderson out.
Here they come.
Alright, let's do that. Let's do this. Let's see if I can tractor beam you. Got a good torpid there. Alright, one down. Attack pattern alpha is amazing. One of the best things of tactical captains for sure. You get it super early on, and it blows away a lot of other powers. Honestly, it really is just a flat out massive
It'll
damage
take a while for my
increase.
chief engineer to work a few miracles. That dreadnought is coming in fast.
I'm thinking we want to take this frigate out here. Hopefully it won't cloak.
A lot more time.
On torps, fire, high yield, go. No, looks like it was shield facing. Do I have my command on? I don't know if I did. Let's tractor these guys. Probably should have done that before and made sure my high yield hit. Better heal up here while I can. Sweet. Looks like the Defiant's already out of commission. That was quick. Okay, what I'm going to try to do is... Man, these destroyers really hurt. I'm going to do this. Get a U-turn. I'm going to do a attack on alpha and a high yield. Yes, 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 hit him. Man, that still didn't hit very hard. Let's heal up. Let's tractor beam them. Maybe get some torp shots. Ow. Holy cow, my shields are like... Ooh, that was a really good hit.
More
2K.
ships inbound to our location.
Oh my god. This is... Oh man.
The alien dreadnought is concentrating fire on the Tholian flagship.
This ain't good. There's no way I'm gonna survive. Come on. Someone's tractoring me. Ow, 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 ow. I'm toast. Maybe I should try to help the Defiant to get him back up. Man, I don't think I can take this many. Let's head back in here. There we go. Nice, nice, okay. It's better at taking out all these frigates first. It takes too long to take out a destroyer. They're very good at shifting their shield facing around. Okay, race maneuvers is up. Let's do this. Let's get a high yield right onto an unshielded facing here. Alright. Good damage. Heal up as much as you can here. See that? He really reinforced. I need tactical team. That's what I need. Ooh, that was a nice crit. Come on, Torp, do your job. Yes. That was actually pretty difficult for this low level of a mission. I'm glad we didn't have to fight that
Federation,
dreadnought.
you have proven you are different. Rational. This pleases us. We have sent word to our sisters. The Nakul will pay. The Federation will not. Now, vengeance for the slaughter of a generation. Vengeance for our children.
Transmission abruptly
The Queen's
ends.
message has been sent through subspace and... Yes! The timeline is correcting itself.
Nice.
Good work. Now, we just need to help with... Oh no. The Queen is going to full impulse. She's gonna ram the Nakul Dreadnought!
Oh, evasive maneuvers. Anderson to the Defiant, get out of here. Ooh, a cutscene. This is cool. Uh-oh. Nice.
Our engines are still down. We can't escape.
Oh, crap. Is the Defiant gonna blow? Hey, why is my scanning beam yellow now? Scanning. I can't tell if there are life signs over there or not. Defiant appears to be phasing in and out of local space-time. Oh, crap. The interaction of the Nakul chronal energies with the proto-nebula has made this area of space very unstable and prone to rifts into other dimensions. We might be able to lock onto their crew with the computer's assistance and perform an emergency beam out, but we have to act fast. Alright, Daniels.
No. I'm afraid that this is their fate. This is one of the hardest things about being a temporal agent. We can only make the changes we have to make, not the ones we want to.
How do they know this is their fate? They haven't even phased out yet. There has to be something we can do here, Daniels.
I'm afraid there's not. History states that the Defiant went missing, only to be found here weeks later by the Enterprise. Though they're lost, we now know that they played an important role in keeping the Federation safe, in protecting the timeline.
Interesting.
For what it's worth, I will be sure their heroism is included in my report.
So the Defiant did get picked up by the Enterprise. Is that in the Tholian? Man, I don't remember. But maybe the Defiant showed up, and the Enterprise came to investigate. But I don't remember ship names that well in the original series. But that's cool.
The Tholians will remember this as well. This encounter may lead them to be more inward-focused, avoiding conflicts with the Federation, for the time being. At the very least, they will know that it wasn't the Federation that was responsible for the destruction of their colony complex.
Yeah, that's cold comfort to the families of over 400 men and women, Daniels. See to it that you do. Let history never forget the name Defiant. I like that. All decks have reported in, Captain. We're ready to return to our own space-time. Alright, make it so. What are we, Picard now? Well, goodbye, Defiant. Sorry to leave you there. Alright, we gotta speak with Daniels. Let's see. Oh. Maybe when we hail?
Captain Archer had similar concerns when I worked with him. We often disagreed, but in the end, we were able to work past our differences and do the right thing. I hope you and I can do the same. Leaving Defiant to her fate was a hard choice, but it saved untold billions of lives. That has to count for something.
Okay. Oh, we get some rewards here. Oh, we actually get a console. A little bit of extra shield healing. I guess that's sort of useful. Even though we don't have a shield heal. Alright, let's go ahead and throw that console on and let's talk about the mission. That was actually a really good mission. A lot more combat than the previous couple of missions. Oh yeah, and let's also put back on... Oh, they're all energy dampening. Shouldn't need our environment suits anymore. But that was pretty cool. I like that mission. A little bit of... It was nice to see the Defiant. Even though they had to sacrifice for the greater good as far as the timeline goes. I have to admit, it does seem a little bit arbitrary as to what events you can mess with and which ones you have to just allow it because it's quote-unquote their destiny. Yeah. This is pretty cool. You could actually... They did give a dual beam bank from there. If you wanted to go with a more forward firepower build, you could throw that on. It's tempting. Though I will definitely throw on this science console here. Anything else worth using? Do you get a Mark II plasma split beam? Plasma split beam. Okay, it's a little bit better than what I got. But yeah, that was a fun mission. I like it. We did get our retro spacesuits. That's a cool bonus. And yeah, that was pretty interesting. So yeah, just to follow up on one thing, just to remember to always max out your weapons power. The actual formula is, I believe it's 2% extra damage per 1 energy over 50. So basically going from 50 to 100 will give you an extra 100% damage. And then even going beyond that to your cap, 125 will give you another 50%. So it's always good to set your weapons power to maximum. It's just good for almost any build if you have any energy weapons on your build. So good thing to use. All right, so everyone, I hope you enjoyed the episode. That was actually quite fun. I did like it, and I guess we're pretty much officially temporal agents now. We've been going on several missions now. We've been getting our mission assignments from Admiral Garrett, but we end up just doing whatever Daniels is telling us to do. So yeah, we've just been kind of going around correcting one more issue that the Nakul have created. But yeah, that's pretty cool. All right, guys, thank you very much for watching. This will be continuing, and that's all. Bye for now.